I have this watering system for the rabbits, which is a 5-gallon bucket with a pump pumping the water through this tubing, and it has nipples on each cage, and it's working perfectly throughout the whole year. And the water is I don't have any problem with this system. I'm gonna post the video on the screen where when I set up the system you can watch it, but the only problem in the winter was the freezing temperature, which we're coming to in a couple of days. The water doesn't freeze in the whole system because it's running 24/7, but it freezes only in the nipples where the water is not really moving unless one of the rabbits is drinking. So I'm going to show you what I have for this year, hopefully to prevent this freezing. First, I have this water heater that is connected here into this power strip that has a thermometer. It turns on at 35 degrees Fahrenheit and it turns off at 45 degrees Fahrenheit. So that will turn this heater on before freezing. And the second thing is the pump inside running 24/7 does create heat. It heats the water a little bit, plus the movement of the water with the traction in the pipes also produce a little bit of heat. In addition, I usually add a heat lamp here on the top. I hook it to just reduce the coldness inside the shop, keep the shop closed during the freezing. However, this part of the tubing gets freeze. The water moving here was no problem, but the water that goes in here stays not moving, and with the freeze it does freeze. Last year I added more tubing, thicker tubing around it, and then duct tape, but still we had some freeze. So this year I'm gonna do something different. I purchased this insulation wrap that's 3-inch wide. It looks like to me it's more than 3-inch. It's probably 3-inch. So I'm gonna wrap the tubing with this and put a duct tape on it and see if that work. I'm gonna probably do 2 layers of it on each nipple. This is 25 feet long to wrap around pipes and things like that for insulation, but I'm gonna use it for the nipples. And I don't remember the price on this, so you can search it. I got it from Home Depot, but I'm not, it's not sponsored or anything. I paid for it. So I'm gonna go put it on all the nipples, wrap it with the duct tape, and I show you how it end up to be, and hopefully that will work. First, I wrapped it like 2 times around the nipple, and then I'm gonna put the duct tape. The instruction says keep it loose so it will do an actual insulation. So I'm gonna put the duct tape and show you afterward. this is how it looks. The duct tape is not gonna stick very well to this insulation, so you have to wrap it to stick to itself around it, just to keep it on. And we'll go ahead and do all the nipples this way. After you finish, make sure it's not leaking, because if you make this too long, it's gonna push the tea out of the nipple, so or the tubing that's going into the nipple. So with this, you have to make sure it's not leaking. I did the 4 cages that are occupied now. We're gonna only get one night that will get to 29 degrees, and we're gonna go back into the 70s and no freezing temperature for a while. But before we get into the real cold, I will do all the rest of the nipples, and we'll add the heat lamps, maybe 1 or 2, it depends on how many rabbits we have here. But with that, hopefully it does not freeze. We'll keep watching. If it does freeze, we'll have to just bring, I have a hair dryer here with a long cord. I can just point it on the nipples for like 2 minutes to defreeze it, and hopefully that will work for this winter. Thank you very much for watching. That's a quick update on my watering system for the rabbits, and see you next time. God bless you.